Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Snowpro Car Guy channel. In today's video, I'm talking about the 5 reasons why you need to pick up a BMW Z4 E89 just like this one right now. I'll start by talking a little bit about the driving experience. And if you truly enjoy driving and a car to use more than just an appliance that takes you to and from work, you'll definitely enjoy driving a Z4 every time. You're fully engaged in the driving experience whenever you're behind the wheel of this car. You get the wind, you get the sun, and the unique sounding inline 6 or even the 4-banger like this car with a manual gearbox and a sporty yet comfortable handly car all in one. With its sporty ride, a fantastic feel of the road, and a cool breeze, going through your hair, it's really hard to say no. Of course, this is not a hardcore sports car. It's more of a grand tourer that can act sporty whenever you ask it to. The engines put into these Z4s were mainly the N52 and the N54, which were incredibly strong, award-winning engines with adequate power and beautiful, beautiful sounding inline 6. The N20 engine, which is the 4-banger, is not as robust, but the later models are not a bad choice. Not to mention the N54 engines are easily tunable to over 400 horsepower and even more torque, which equates to more speed and even better dynamic driving experience. Now, let's go park this car somewhere, get out of the car, and take a closer look at what else makes this an incredible buy. Before we move on, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave your comment down below. Let me know what you think about the BMW Z4. One of the main reasons to get this car is because of the unique BMW design. She's a timeless beauty that seems to get better with age and always puts a smile on your face. Whether the top is up or down, you love the shape and the aggressive but sleek design. It looks great as a coupe and even better as a roadster. To me, it's the only convertible car that actually looks just as sexy when it's a coupe and the roof is up as it does when it's a convertible like this. The exterior design also seems to be aging very well. Most people wouldn't believe that this is a 12-year-old design. With that long hood, it just has the looks of the future classic, and it allows you to sit all the way back on those rear wheels. The Z4 will put a smile on your face every time you get in and drive it, even if it's for a simple reason that every time you park, you'll just turn your head to look back and glance at the unique shape. It's an art on wheels with long, sexy, voluptuous curves. It never ceases to amaze me how much of a head turner this car actually is. The interior is also exclusive. It's refined with those rounded knobs and the integrated leather. It definitely takes inspiration from the original Z4. Of course, it may look a little bit dated now, especially if you don't have the navigation system and have the old school, timey looking radio. But at least it's not like many current BMWs, they look all the same. Good luck telling apart a BMW 3 Series from a 5 Series by just looking on the inside. Another fun fact about this car, and that's that this is the first and I believe the only car that was ever designed by a team of women designers. The next reason is exclusivity. BMW E89 doesn't look like the rest of the cars. It's not a common sight, especially here in the Midwest where I live, which makes this car very unique and exclusive. Not only is it distinctive from other makes, it's even unique within its own BMW family, as this is the only hardtop roadster that BMW has made in recent history. Maybe ever, I haven't really checked. This makes it a very special and exclusive BMW on the road. I've always loved cars with long hoods like the Mercedes GTS or the Dodge Viper. So being able to afford a car with such an exclusive feature was a great feeling, and it just added to the classy, sexy, and the aggressive look that this car projects. And if you think about it, it's also very exclusive because you can only take one person with you, which makes your lady friend feel very special. Next, let's talk about the value and the cost of ownership of these cars. I believe these cars will appreciate in value very soon. People are starting to realize what a cool car this is, and good examples are now being kept in garages. To be clear, not every Z4 will go up in value. As an example, my Z4, it has tons of miles, a replacement engine, it doesn't have the fancy options or the top spec engine, but cars like this still sell for more than KBB value, which is crazy. Obviously, people, like these cars and they want to keep them for much longer than a couple years, like an average car. These also tend to have much better specs and technology compared to other roadsters in this price range. Now, let's take a look at the cost of ownership and how it compares to other cars like this. For being such a unique and fun car to drive, it surprisingly is not crazy expensive to run and maintain. The N52 and later the N54 engines are some of the more reliable BMW engines. The N20 engine is a bit of a troublemaker, but at least parts aren't expensive. To learn which models are best and which models to avoid, check out my video on BMW Z4 problems to expect. I go in depth on each model and what kind of issues and problems you can expect with the engine and other parts of the car. With these cars, you also get lots of technology, especially on the higher trims, that you wouldn't really expect on the less expensive cars like the MX-5 Roadster, which makes this car more suited for a luxury daily driver or a fun weekend cruiser. Not to mention, it's cheaper than the Porsche Boxster. Speaking of a Boxster, let's compare how the two cars stack up. I have noticed a lot of people comparing the Z4 with the Boxster, and while I do not deny that the Boxster is a great car, I do think that the Z4 represents a better car for the money. First of all, it's less expensive. It has a hardtop, and it's arguably a lot more reliable and easier to work on. The engine and many other mechanical components fit from many other much cheaper BMWs, like the 3 Series. My engine came from a 3 Series, which are plentiful. It's also rare compared to the Boxster, and even rare compared to SLKs and MX-5s. You see those on the road all the time. Not to mention, one of the few roadsters that actually fits people over 6 feet. Now, it's not a problem in my case, as I'm only 5'10", but I have a friend that's over 6 feet tall, and he couldn't really get into the SLK or a Boxster. The car just wouldn't fit him. This car fits him barely, but at least it fits him. Of course, if we take a look at the Porsche 718 Boxster, it's pretty much a superior machine in every way. But when it comes to the looks, especially with the roof up and down, and looking at the price, it's a very hard sell at being twice as expensive. So to me, this car wins. So in conclusion, guys, this is just an amazing car. A great combination between sportiness, luxury, and just pure enjoyment. Enough modern features and tech giving you the best of both worlds. And a beautiful convertible and a sexy coupe. If you can afford the S-Drive 35i or the S-Drive 35IS, then definitely go for those models for the great sounding, silky smooth, straight six engine. If you cannot afford those engines, you can still get the smaller engine car, as they are a great buy. You will love looking at it, driving it, and you will love how you look in it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.